it's just such a wonderful experience for them, and the fact that, you know, at school we have a few replicas, but here they actually get to see the real things.
It gives a real visual display of the historical context of which the environment they live in.
You're surrounded by information and that you can share the knowledge with other people. That's really why I really wanted to get involved.
Cloud one this time. Hit it!
Redbridge Council opened its museum in the year 2000, and we were very fortunate to be awarded a sum of money from the lottery fund. And I think it was really important at the time that the museum staff made sure that they involved everybody associated with it and asked the people what they really wanted from the museum. That's reflected in the imaginative displays that we have on offer, which reflects the lives of the community, and I think that that's really important. Now it's become very much part of Redbridge's cultural life.
Redbridge Museum currently stores and cares for over 5,000 objects, all of which are related in some way to the London Borough of Redbridge. We have a variety of objects ranging from prehistoric animal bones to World War II memorabilia to more contemporary items from local communities. Our objects are used in our exhibitions, for school education sessions, events and for research purposes. The collection is a unique learning resource both now and for the future.
Students very much live in the now, so if they understand the historical relevance of the area they live in, we think that's very important. We found it very useful working in conjunction with Redbridge Museum, as external projects for students are always successful. They come to college, but what is outside these walls, and working with externals such as Redbridge Museum is always a positive. The students are keen, they're always up for working with people outside, and it also brings in a little bit of industry relevance. If they're working with people that work outside of the college, it adds validity to their programme of study.
I enjoyed being involved in Stories at All because I got to meet interesting people, learn about the local area, things I'd never even thought of before about this area. I got to make an interesting film. We learned a load from a few people we met. I just had a very good time.
The Celebrating Sylvia Pankhurst committee was made up of people who either live in Woodford or have a local connection, who felt strongly that Sylvia should be remembered not only as a figure important to local heritage, but as a person important to the rest of the world, in fact. Redbridge Museum was particularly important to this project because they could offer resources, staff expertise, prior knowledge of processes such as application for funding, and also give general advice on reaching the community with a heritage project. We had support from the museum throughout the project, which lasted 18 months. The project had a great impact to a lot of people. It brought young and old together. It revived memories of local people who remembered Sylvia Pankhurst. It introduced Sylvia Pankhurst to a completely new audience.
Museum staff gave us training in research and archiving skills and were a great source of support throughout the 12-month project. The museums then helped us to identify objects for an exhibition and created a wonderful exhibition called Journey to the Past. The project made the group become aware of how to preserve and explain our heritage to a wider public. At the end of the exhibition, we even donated some of the personal items to the museum. We did this so future generation will know that members of our community settled in Redbridge and made it their home.
Our grant has paid dividends over the last 10 years because not only has it enabled the borough's history to be told, but also it's acted as a wonderful resource and stimulus for a whole variety of community groups from very diverse backgrounds to explore their own heritage, undertaking projects, learning new skills and sharing their histories with the wider community.
I think it's really good. I mean, what I've seen of it is when we come to the regular sessions and I take you around and involve the museum as part of the storytelling of the rides and looking for items. I think it's quite good.
I mean, it just gives an insight to a different culture, a different country, and it stimulates the children's learning as well.
We chose the museum because we wanted to give our families access to history of their local community. The area where the museum is in quite deprived area, and so that means you've got access to learners who might not normally, say, come to Redbridge Institute, or they might not want to go to school to do family learning.
It's just such a wonderful experience for them, and the fact that, you know, at school we have a few replicas, but here they actually get to see the real things, you know, so it's that sense of awe that inspires in them, you know. And first of all, you've obviously got the historical element and the geography element because it's local area, but also it brings in ICT with looking at and doing the interactive games. You've got the science element when you're looking at the characteristics of materials, when you're actually looking and saying what are each of these objects made out of. But also you've got the whole, I suppose, the PSHE kind of element where they're all in teams learning together and they've got to get along together as well. And it's so inclusive for, I've got quite a few children that don't have English as a second language. It was great just to see them being able to handle stuff and become involved in learning.
It's important that everybody knows what a valuable resource we have here in the borough, and that I hope that people will continue to support the museum.